gold has surged more than 40% since December 2024, fueled by speculative long positions, ETF inflows, and a global shift away from the US dollar as fiscal deficits widen and debt servicing costs climb. Precious metals hit fresh peaks on Friday, with the yellow metal hitting Rs 13,800 per 10 grams, and silver crossing Rs 32,000 per kilogram in Delhi. The surge in the prices of gold and silver comes amid strong global demand and heightened expectations of an interest rate cut by the US Federal Reserve next week. According to the All India Sarafat Association, the precious metal of 99.9% purity extended gains for the fourth straight session by jumping 700 rupees to hit a record high of Rs 13,800 per 10 grams inclusive of all taxes. It had closed at Rs 13,100 per 10 grams in the previous market session. Will gold price rise further? Gold has surged more than 40% since December 2024, fueled by speculative long positions, ETF inflows, and a global shift away from the US dollar as fiscal deficits widen and debt servicing costs climb. But gold's rallies tend to come in bursts. In 2008, during the global financial crisis, it rose around 40% in just 8 months. During COVID, it jumped from about 39,000 rupees to over 55,000 rupees, a gain of nearly 42% before stabilizing. According to Ankit Patel, co-founder and partner at Arun Asset Investment Services, the current move has a similar profile. It suggests we may be closer to the mature phase of this run. Prices could consolidate or drift another 10% higher before finding equilibrium. From the current level of around 1.13 rupees lakh, it can go up to around Rs 124,000 Rs 125,000, Patel said. What should investors do? For investors, the takeaway is not to chase extremes, but to gradually accumulate on corrections. For medium to long-term investors, even the current levels remain reasonable entry points. Gold's hedge value remains intact, and positioning early helps capture the next wave of upside when it comes, he added. Gold, silver on MCX. Gold prices rose by 675 rupees to trade near record levels at Rs 109,656 per 10 grams in the domestic futures market on Friday, amid a strong global trend in firm investor demand. The yellow metal had touched an all-time high of Rs 109,840 per 10 grams on Tuesday. In the international market, COMEX gold futures for December delivery rose $20.40, or 0.56% to $3,694 per ounce, trading near its lifetime peak. The most traded precious metal futures on Tuesday had scaled a record of $3,715.20 per ounce. Meanwhile, the silver futures hit a fresh record high of Rs 129,392 on the multi-commodity exchange MCX. The silver futures, maturing on December 5, 2025, started the session at Rs 127,599, a gain of 661 rupees from the previous close of Rs 126,938. It further touched the record high of Rs 129,392. Also read Urban Company vs Dev Accelerator vs Shringar House of Mangal Sutra IPO last day to subs.